The silent treatment is one of the most manipulative and emotionally abusive things a narcissist can do. It's also one of the most common forms of abuse and can make you feel confused, desperate, and isolated. It's also one of the hardest to get over because it doesn't give you any real information about what you did wrong or how to fix things. Here are 10 things that narcissists do during their silent treatment. Number 1. Narcissists will refuse to answer your texts and calls. This is the most obvious sign that you're getting the silent treatment. If narcissists are not responding to your texts and calls, they're probably not responding to any other form of communication. The silent treatment is a way for them to assert their power over you and remind you that they are in control. They might even make a point of ignoring you for days on end. Narcissists will not answer your texts or calls, but will read them and see who called them. They will pretend they don't know what happened between you, but they do. Narcissists are just waiting for you to come crawling back on your knees, begging them to take you back because they know it will eventually happen. Number 2. Narcissists will be cold and distant. Narcissists will ignore you as if you're not there, as if you were invisible. They will not look you in the eyes and might even completely ignore your presence. You will feel like they are just looking through your body without seeing or hearing anything. They will shut down and ignore you. You may have to initiate all conversations, but even then, they won't respond to you. They won't offer any information about themselves, share any thoughts or feelings, or engage in meaningful conversation with you at all. Narcissists will withdraw from you emotionally and physically. They will ignore your attempts to communicate with them, even if it's urgent or essential. Number 3. Narcissists will refuse to talk about what's bothering them. Narcissists are emotionally immature and unable to handle conflict in healthy ways. Because of this, they often respond to criticism by shutting down and refusing to talk about the issue at hand. They usually avoid the conversation, changing the subject, or simply walking away altogether. Narcissists will repeat the same behavior if you try to bring it up again later. It's not that they can't talk about it. They just don't want to, because it would make them feel vulnerable. Narcissists may also refuse to talk about anything, because they don't want you asking questions or making demands of them. They want you to go along with whatever they say and do without question. Narcissists don't like being told what to do or how to act. So if you ask them why they did something, they will shut down and refuse to acknowledge your request for an explanation. Number 4. Narcissists will avoid confrontation. Narcissists will avoid confrontation at all costs. This is one of their most excellent coping mechanisms. So if they're upset with you and want to avoid the drama that might come from addressing it, they'll just stop talking to you. Narcissists don't want to hear about their flaws. Indeed, they don't want to hear that they're wrong, even if their actions were inappropriate. Narcissists do not want to deal with the consequences of their actions or decisions. They are more than happy to let their partner take care of everything, and they will avoid any type of argument or disagreement because it is too much work for them. Narcissists know that discussing what happened will make them look bad, so they just avoid it together. Number 5. Narcissists will act like everything is normal. Narcissists will deny any wrongdoing, even if they've been caught red-handed doing something awful. They'll act like everything is normal. Narcissists pretend to be unaffected by your rejection or hurt feelings in the silent treatment. They'll act like nothing is wrong and know how to make you believe things are fine when they're not. When they do silent treatment, they could suddenly stop responding to what you're saying, even if you're sitting and having a normal conversation with them. If you try to mention that they're ignoring you, they'll say things like, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said," or "I'm sorry if I seem distracted." Then, narcissists change the subject as quickly as possible. Number 6. Narcissists will pretend as if nothing has changed. Narcissists will pretend as if nothing has changed during a silent treatment. Narcissists will often refuse to acknowledge that you've been upset or hurt and may even act like everything is normal. They may not apologize for their behavior and might even blame you for causing the problem. Narcissists don't care much about how you feel. They are only concerned with their own needs. They often act as if nothing has changed after their abuse tactics and have failed to get them what they want. Narcissists will pretend as if nothing has changed because they know that this is what keeps you coming back. Number 7. Narcissists will control your behavior. The silent treatment is a way for narcissists to control you. They will use it to make you dependent on their approval. A narcissist will silence you when he or she has done something wrong and doesn't want to admit it or own up to their mistake. This can be anything from cheating on you with another person or making an irresponsible decision that affects both of your lives. Narcissists control their victims by making them believe they cannot do what they tell them to do. Narcissists will use your fear of the silent treatment to manipulate you into behaving the way they want. If you want to avoid the silence and get them back into communication with you, you must do what they want, even if it goes against your ethics or values. Number 8. Narcissists will play mind games with you. Narcissists will use emotional manipulation tactics like making up stories or lying about things that happen to get what they want. Narcissists will play mind games with you, which is a way of controlling your emotions during a silent treatment. They will create drama and then withdraw from you so that they can see how you react. Narcissists like to see how long it takes for you to back down or give up, or even just go crazy. They will do this by ignoring you, taking a trip without telling you, or disappearing and coming back as if nothing happened. This is about them getting their way, and it's not something you should ever put up with in any relationship. Number 9. Narcissists will make you feel bad about yourself. During a silent treatment, a narcissist will do everything in their power to make sure they feel like the worst person in the world. This includes making fun of your appearance, telling you that you're inferior to them, or even telling you that no one else could ever love you. They might call you names like stupid, ugly, or fat. This makes them feel powerful, but it's just a way to control you. Narcissists are great at making you feel bad about yourself, and they do this by using projective identification. They project their insecurities onto others so that they can feel better about themselves. Narcissists cannot take responsibility for their feelings and emotions, so they'll project them onto others instead. Number 10. Narcissists will make you feel guilty. Narcissists will use the silent treatment to control your behavior and make you feel guilty for something that isn't your fault. If you don't do what they want right away, they'll refuse to speak to you until you do. Narcissists are very good at playing the victim when things don't go their way. They're also very good at manipulating other people's emotions. They'll make you feel like you've done something wrong to get what they want, even if you haven't. Narcissists make you feel guilty when they're not talking to you. That's because they want to control you, and guilt is the perfect way to do that. The silent treatment can be damaging, especially if it continues for an extended period. When a narcissist believes you have done something wrong, they will often use this tactic. Even though it is commonly used to punish you, it is not about punishing you. Instead, It is about avoiding responsibility for whatever happened or making things right again. It's important to remember that when someone is giving you the silent treatment, it's not because there is anything wrong with you. It's because there is something wrong with them. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe to this channel. Take advantage of this exciting video right here.